Well guys, it's that time of the year again, and we decided to do a nice little tour with some of our Penn ambassadors. Some of the guys are down from the Cape, and their dream is to catch species like honeycombs and sand sharks. So that was the whole idea. Get the guys up there, have some fun, and hopefully get a few personal bests and some new species on our lists. So I decided to take them to an area just north of Richards Bay. It's a well-known area where there's a lot of sandies this time of the year, and on that specific spot, if the conditions are right, you can catch sandies of close to 100 kilos. The type of formation you're looking for is, under perfect conditions, a little bit of a wading bank, and you get a sudden drop off with a deep trough, and far out, at least 200 or 300 meters out, there's another big bank that works the whole time. So it actually gives those sandies somewhere to feed and move around and look for food. I personally don't like fishing for sandies in deep blue ocean. I like it when there's a bank at the back working. It's not a bank you're going to cast on, the bank is quite far, but you cast towards that bank into this deep trough. And those sandies feed in the trough, they feed around the bank and look for food in that area. The first guy on with the sandy was AJ De Beer. He's from down Stilbaai in the Southern Cape, so he was very chuffed to hook this fish. His first sandy in his life ever, and although it was quite a small fish, he was really amazed by the power of this specific species. Sand shark is known for its power. Its whole body is full of muscle. There's no fat in that fish. So everything in that fish is just built for speed and power, and that's why it's such a nice fish to target. A sand shark is known for its hard, bony mouth. It's got a nice round jaw, top-bottom jaw, and in the older days when we fished with J-hooks, it was always such a difficult fish to hook. You'd hook him, sometimes fighting for 2.5 hours, and the hook would just fall out because it's just sitting on that bony jaw. And since we've turned to circle hooks, it's actually made our life much easier with catching sand sharks. That circle hook tends to go over that jawbone. It doesn't hurt the fish at all, it just sits on the jaw. You fight the fish, and it's easy to get the circle hook off the jaw and release the fish, but we haven't got the problem where the hook just falls out the mouth anymore. So for us, the circle hook works like a dream for targeting sand sharks. Right, so we had one of our other pro anglers that came with was Gerard Geese. He's from the Jeffreys Bay area, and as we all know, there's a lot of diamond rays in the Jeffreys Bay area, and even on the way to the beach, Gerard said to me, please don't take me to a place where there's diamonds. I don't want to catch diamonds, I just want to catch a sandy. And as it works out, Gerard decides to go catch a diamond in the sandy smash. it was either gale force northeast or gale force west. So we really didn't have the conditions in our favor. And on top of that, we had this ice cold water in that Zululand area, which we don't want. We like cool water, 21, 22 degrees, but when it goes below that, it gets very difficult. So in all, I think we had a very successful day. If you look at the conditions we had, the cold water, the weather that wasn't 100%, just to be able to land a few fish made the day a success. But over the years, when we targeted these big sand sharks, we've learned that a very effective way to target sand sharks is by sliding a big bait. Obviously, you can't cast a whole mackerel or a whole bonito that far. So sliding is one way to get a big bait out far. And because it was a difficult day, I decided just to put a slide out and see if we could maybe hook a decent sized sandy. Sand sharks like to feed on bait fish like mackerel, bonito, sardine, red eye, whenever they can get. Although we specifically like to use mackerel baits, sardas and bonito baits. For us it works the best, and I think it's just that smell that attracts him to the bait very quickly. Right, so the reel and the rod I used for my sliding gear was a Penn 60, nice solid reel, takes a lot of line. It's got a lever drag system, so nice big strong drag. So if you hook that big fish, you can land it nice and easily. And then I paired it up onto our battalion rod, which is one of my favorite sliding rods. Yeah, the double action reel, where you've got the donkey gear, I almost want to call it, where you click it over and it's got a lot of power. You're winding a bit slower, but you've got that big gear just cranking in the fish, paired with a nice solid rod. Just made this a bit of an overkill almost for the small sandy I hooked, but it was still fun landing that sandy on a slide gear. By the time I released my fish, I looked over my shoulder and I saw Cian was on as well, and it turned out to be a very nice afternoon.
Finally at a bite. The sun just went down and yeah, looks like a small sandy or something, not a very big fish.
Right, so that was our first day in Zululand. As I said, it wasn't the best day weather-wise. We ended up landing a few small sandies. The guys got their sandies and they felt the power of the sandy. So that ended off that session, and we could pack our stuff up and move further north.